Welcome to FS17 on the Square Farms map. Today we are here with a homeowner series. We'll be removing a tree, renting a stump grinder, and we'll be mowing our lawn for the very first time. Over here is a tree we will be removing because in the upcoming projects we will be building gravel pads and this tree is in the way. So today we'll be cutting this down here. We'll be using the Husqvarna lawn tractor with a cart. We'll be putting all of the wood here in the back and we'll be bringing it over to our neighbor's house. We'll be stacking it behind his deck that is next to his pool. He's offered to take the wood off our hands, which is very kind of him. So we'll get started off with that, and we will be renting a stump grinder for 4 hours, and then once we do that, we'll be starting the process of mowing our lawn. And it's a pretty big lawn as well, and a lot of guys have given me some great feedback about the start of this series, which is pretty exciting. I think that this is going to be one awesome one here on the channel. So we'll get out our steel chainsaw here and we'll drop the tree. Now this tree isn't really too big, which is nice, and we were asked to cut it up into firewood size, which is fine. Instead of bringing this over to the local area to remove the trees, or even like a sawmill, our neighbor is taking off of us, which is nice. It's easier for him, and he gets nice firewood as well, but it needs to dry out, and of course he needs to split it. So we'll just start off by just cutting it here, probably a foot and a half pieces, and we'll go down here. And a few things about FS19 is that the trees aren't exactly straight. There are some bends and curves in them, so that's going to be awesome as well. So we'll start off here and we'll go down. We do have lots more projects to come here with a homeowner series. I am trying to feature this mainly on weekends as well, which is also pretty realistic for homeowners to do yard work on the weekend. So once we get this cut up, we'll hop in the Husqvarna lawn tractor, and we might take off the loader towards the end of today to do the lawn. And we'll cut this last one here. Alright, so we got this all cut up. Next up, we'll come over here to our lawn tractor now. This is one awesome one. I do like it a lot. We do have to lift that up. The mower deck does go up and down, which is nice. And you guys can see that we do have this lawn cart here. It's a pretty cool feature, I will have to say. So it's not too big of a transportation. It's just to the back of that shed, but we'll still use it. And this cart should be able to handle quite a lot of them as well. We'll pick them up here. I hope all of you guys are having an amazing day. Let me know how it is down below in the comments. My day is going good so far, and I hope yours is too. And I do lots of very cool videos planned here for the channel. I can't wait for Forza Horizon, which is coming out within the next week or so, and also FS19. And you guys can see just packing this trailer. It doesn't fit too many, but we are making it work. So that looks good there, and we'll now just bring it back over here. But I think that this is a pretty cool series. We will be renting lots of equipment instead of hiring a company. We'll be doing it like I've touched upon. We are going to be expanding our driveway and make gravel pads, and that will require renting a skid steer and getting delivery of materials. So that will be pretty cool. You guys can see over here, we'll do a nice stack of wood for the neighbor, and then he does have to split it, but he'll probably wait for it to dry out, and for some reason that decided to go flying there. So we'll try to do a nice stack for him. Sometimes it's a bit tricky, but we should be able to do it. We'll lift this one up, one of the biggest pieces here, and I think it will be pretty cool to get like a log splitter in the game. We'll lift this up, moving the cart around just a little bit. Now, I could have gotten the extra sides on it. We might have to do that as a modification to make it a little bit easier, and we will be able to hold a lot more of this. Like I've touched upon, once we do get this all cleaned up, we'll go over rent that stump grinder from the local rental source. That looks good. We'll hop back here, and we'll head back. I'm currently working on the John Deere train cut and the compact tractors as well, which is pretty cool. Now this is an awesome property, maybe a patio and maybe even a in-ground swimming pool, some cool things like that. We definitely have to rent equipment or hire the professionals to do a pool, because that's going to be a bit tricky, but let me know your feedback. Let's try to fit a little bit more in the cart as well. It would be helpful. Less trips will make it more efficient as well. And these are much smaller pieces. I really do like this tractor and the cart here. It's pretty realistic for homeowners to have something like this. Whoa, this piece is a little too long. We'll cut it when we get over there, and yeah, it looks like, wow, we should be able to do this. And we will be using the 2018 F-150 today. I was thinking we'll use the Denali, but it's not too heavy of a stump grinder, so why not use that? And it does have a great interior as well. And this is pretty cool. Now, this also can hold grain if we wanted it to, and we might look into that as well. I do want to try to kind of pick this piece up, try to restack it, and actually put it down on the bottom. These bigger pieces should go on the bottom. That looks good there, and we'll try to do these. We actually have to cut a few of these up. I do like that. You guys can see a few straps as well. So we'll bring this over, and we'll get this cut up. Awesome, and we'll try to get these stacked now. We should be able to do a nice job at it. That looks to be good there, and our neighbor will definitely be happy with this, because usually you have to order firewood or pay for it from any other locals that are selling it. That looks good, and some of these are a bit heavier. Now that one's a bit smaller. Yeah, we probably won't do that. Some of these are going to be a bit tricky to get out. If you haven't already, I do recommend you go over to Instagram and check it out. I do post pretty cool daily pictures over there. This one's a bit smaller, so for now we'll just kind of put it right over the top, and then usually that you would use smaller pieces to get the fire going. So we'll head over now. Let's go do that 4-hour rental of the stump grinder. We'll grind up the stump, and then we'll bring it right back, and then after that we'll do some mowing. And this is going to be quite a long time to mow the lawn as well, but we have to do it. Maybe, just maybe, we might get a bigger mower or hire a lawn care company to do it that has a big 72-inch. This is only a 48-inch, so it's not too big mower deck wise, and just barely colliding with that. And we'll just kind of, yeah, I think we'll get this back. Actually, no, we'll kind of drive this in. I do want to disconnect the loader arm, so let's see if we could do that. It does have to be all the way down, and disconnect. Yes, and we'll probably put the cart right next to it. We do have our snowblower right over there, which I have featured in a video within the last week or so, so I do recommend you check that out. We'll lock up that garage, come over here, hop in the 2018 F-150 XLT. Now this is one awesome truck here in ruby red with a chrome package, and we'll head over there to the awesome rental store. I do recommend you go check out the videos with that rental store as well, and that was awesome. Now this is a new save game. We don't have all the equipment over there, and especially with the equipment there, it did cause quite a bit of lag, but this is pretty cool. It's almost like you're sitting in a real life truck. This has so much detail, which is awesome, and the rental store is only a few miles down the road as well, and it does come with a tow trailer as well. It's added into the rental fee, which is nice, and it just is pretty helpful for us. And I do not want to overdrive the street. Looks like we won't. And this is one pretty cool truck. Really do like the new looks of all the new trucks as well. And we do have the 6-spoke wheels on it. And you guys can see the stump grinder right over there. It's a pretty big one, and it should do, it's actually a pretty big stump as well. So this is it. We'll have to sign a little bit of paperwork, and this will be awesome. So we'll get backed up here. I do a manual attaching. That's also one thing that I thought would be pretty helpful, and I'm trying to make the series as realistic as possible. So here it is, guys. We are renting this for 4 hours. It shouldn't take too long. We'll bring it right back once we are done, and we'll just come over here to the office. We'll sign some papers, and that's good there. So we'll head back now, and the F-150 should be able to tow it like I've touched upon. We could have taken the Denali, but we'll be using that to tow like the skid steer when we rent that out and things like that. And what I've noticed is the trailer sits a little bit lower, in the front, and that could be because of the design of this trailer. And the truck isn't squatting at all, which is always nice. This truck is rated to tow just about 12 to 13,000 pounds, so this isn't really too heavy for it. The tow trailer here is pretty wide, which makes it a bit trickier here with the curves on the Square Farms map, but I really do like this map. It's perfect for all the different things we do here in these videos, and if you do have any cool ideas, please let me know down below here in the comments. I do post some pretty cool daily videos, and I do have some pretty cool new games also will be featured on the channel very soon as well. So we'll get this done, and we'll bring it right back, and then the last thing we'll do is some mowing, and that should be nice. I do like the roundabout driveway at our house. It's pretty helpful, and this should be a very easy job to do. So we'll tilt this, and we'll just back it off. We'll turn the V8 off. This is a 5.0 V8. It's one of the best engines, and it is just perfect for a truck like that. So we'll get this lifted up, and you guys can see this is pretty cool. There's a little blade on the back. We might have to lift this up. Yeah, let's give it a try. And looks like the blade is almost all the way down. Looks like... There we go, we got the blade all the way up. We didn't want that really scraping down on our brand new driveway. We'll come over here, let's get this fired up, and we'll get stump grinding. Now usually when you are stump grinding, you will go back and forth here to kind of go evenly on it, and just going back and forth. Here in FS17, you don't really have to go back and forth, but it is added realism, and then you slowly want to go down as well. And it should be almost there. Yeah, it's almost. And there we go, guys. The stump grinding here 4-hour project is done. It's a 4-hour rental. That's the shortest period of time we could have done, and that is okay. So we'll go get this drop back off there at the rental store, and that is, like I've touched on, one of the things we'll be doing a lot here in this series is renting equipment just like this to do a very easy job that we can do here. And one thing I've noticed about the F-150 is that you guys can see the back two windows have the privacy glass, which is a very nice tint. I like how you can see that in this game as well. And we'll head back over. I've actually gotten lots of requests to put a plow onto our GMC so that we could plow our own driveway. I think that that is a pretty cool idea. I'm not sure if I want to put one here on the F-150 since 2500s and F-250s are pretty much one of the best trucks to plow, and as you go up they are better than like a 1500 or an F-150. But let me know your feedback. Should we get a plow here on this truck, or maybe even we could just use our snowblower for the first few times and kind of see how it is, because it's going to be a pretty big time period to snow blow our driveway. It's a very big one as well, but that should be okay. Going up on the curb there, not the best, and it's a bit tricky to maneuver around. And we have arrived back here, so we'll get it dropped off, and then we'll go do some mowing. Now, mowing our house is going to take a very long time, and that should be no problem. So we'll get this dropped off, probably right about here. Looks to be good. You're dropped off there, the jack goes down, and this is, though, a very nice trailer. It is a tow trailer, kind of like it, and one thing is the lights here in the back are a bit more forward, and the wheels are in the center. That's okay, and you guys can see I try to center the weight as much as I can, and you only want 10% on the tongue, but that looks to be good there. We'll get back to our house, do some mowing, and then we'll call it a day. Probably won't be able to finish the entire lawn in the video, and that should be no problem. And I think while we are out and about, we'll stop by the gas station. This 5.0 eats up quite a bit of gas as well, so stop by and do that. And just to double check, it's on the left hand side. Let's kind of see what the gas price is, and it looks like no gas price, but that looks to be good. So here you guys go, fueling up there at the gas station. I do get lots of requests for that. You always do want to turn the vehicle off, not leave it on like we just did there. Like I have touched on, I've gotten a lot of positive feedback here for this series, which is pretty exciting. I think that we could be very realistic, do a bigger variety of things with it, as well as a few other things like that. But we are now just about to arrive back here. We don't have a garage door remote, so we will just kind of have to hop out, type in the code to get the door open, and hopefully we could get one though. That would be nice. And we'll start to do the mowing. We'll probably do the front of the house, and then we'll call it a day. I'm kind of back in here. It's a bit tight, especially with a Denali there. Both pretty expensive trucks, and that's a pretty close fit, but that should be good. So we'll close that there. And I think we'll probably just start off with a house, and let's kind of take a look at this. Haven't mowed with this version yet. This is version 2 of the Husqvarna pack. It is awesome though. The deck should be able to go down, and we'll lower it down. Yeah, take a look at that. That is awesome. I really do like that a lot, and I wish that more and more mowers would do that, but that's okay. And we'll get going here and take a look that the lever just turned as well, and we'll get mowing. I will have a lawn care video up a little bit later on this week here with a lawn care company. We do have lots of houses to mow this week. We've gotten lots of rain, and the grass is growing, so we got to do that. And you guys can see it does drop grass. That should be fine though. If you haven't already, I do recommend you turn on the post notifications for the channel so you guys do not miss a new video, and I always post at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you guys can see that having a 48-inch deck is not probably the best size deck for this house. It has quite a bit of grass to mow, so we'll just start off with this side and then we'll call it a day. And we do want to probably add in some landscape beds along our little outside area. Along the house here. And we will be doing an upgrade video here for this series as well. We do want to get some toys as well as some more equipment here for this series, such as a leaf blower and a weed eater, and a lot of guys request me to do that as well, so that will be coming probably within the next few days as well. But you guys can see we will be continuing here to mow the lawn at our house. But thanks for watching, have a great day, and subscribe for more.